What's up guys, Jay Walia and welcome to yet another installment of Pura Vida, and today, another day, another cigar review of course, and I'm really excited for this one because it is a brand new release. This is the MONTECRISTO Linea 1935 in Leyenda. Yes, it is a huge cigar. It's got quite some weight to it as well, so I can't wait to get into it and give you all the tasting notes, but before that, the inspection. Coming in at a whopping 6.5 inches in length by a 55 ring gauge. This is one ginormous cigar, but boy does it look beautiful. You know, silky smooth Carmelite wrapper. This is of course a Cuban Puro filler binder and wrapper. Foot is beautifully packed. This is a very heavy cigar. It is quite hefty in weight. Beautiful. For the first time, I've not seen this. There's a foot band, which I think is a great idea. It avoids the foot from getting damaged. You've got the beautiful Linea 1935 band, and of course the MONTECRISTO band. It is, I must say, the cigar looks absolutely flawless. Gorgeous. Triple cap, expertly applied. Alright. So let's get a little bit into the story of the cigar. So now the Linea 1935 line was released in 2017 at the Habanos festival, if I'm not mistaken, and they released 3 different cigars with 3 different sizes, this being the biggest one of course. They have the Dumas, the Maltese and the Leyenda itself. They've all got very interesting stories behind them. Now why 1935? Because it is after the year that MONTECRISTO released its first cigar. So this is sort of a throwback. Now it is built to be one of the strongest cigars under the MONTECRISTO line. And of course the Leyenda, which means legend in Spanish, has got the biggest size among the 3 like I mentioned earlier, but it's also not a brand new Vitola because the MONTECRISTO 80th Anniversario is the exact same size. So the Dumas and the Maltese are 2 brand new Vitolas itself. Now the Dumas is named after the famous author Alexander Dumas, who of course is the person that wrote the Count of MONTECRISTO. So very cool throwback right there. While the Maltese is the name of one of the characters from one of his works as well. So it's really cool. Everything ties in together. You know, it's supposedly supposed to sit comfortably with the rest of. So it would be one of the regular production cigars, but it would be the first premium regular production cigar for the MONTECRISTO line. Wow. Okay, so this, as you can see, the cigar has gotten started. You know, the ash on this just absolutely beautiful in color, I must say, which speaks to the quality of the tobacco that's used in this cigar. Of course, it is from Pinar del Rio, and you know, it's reminding me, the initial flavor profiles reminding me a lot of the MONTECRISTO Dantes Edition Limitada 2016. You're getting a lot of like sour cherries, you're getting, you know, earth, damp earth, you're getting a bit of leather, but I think the flavor that really stands out for now is the sort of tanginess, the sourness that's actually coming from all redolent of the flavors of aged tobacco. So you know, well, while they don't say that they use aged tobacco in this, and this is a relatively young cigar, box date ENE 2018, so it's really young. I'm not expecting much from the cigar because I know it's going to take a while for it to develop, but for now the flavors taste just like the Edition Limitada, you know. I'm really loving the sort of sour cherry sort of note. Beautiful, I must say, and it's smoking really well. Check out how open the draw is though. Just plumes and plumes of smoke just billowing out of the foot as well as you know, the head of the cigar. You know, it is, wow, you know, the first half itself, and I must say the cigar can be quite overwhelming. If you're new to cigars, then this is not one for the novices, I would say. If the Montecristo open line was intended for beginners, if you've seen in the video before this, I did a review for that. This cigar is definitely not for the beginner at all, because you know it can overwhelm you. But I love the flavors, you know. First third, you're getting a whole load of, like I mentioned earlier, you know, that sort of tangy, sort of sour cherry note as well, which I don't usually find in Montecristo cigars. So this is a rather unique flavor profile. On the retrohale, you're getting a very floral essence on the nasal passage as well. You're getting almost a lavender-like sort of scent, you know. Very creamy. The cigar sort of evolved. You know, when it started out, it wasn't too creamy, but it has evolved into a really, really creamy smoke. So you're still getting the sort of tanginess, sour cherry notes with cream in it, and on the finish, a very beautiful dark chocolate. I seriously, I'm running out of superlatives to describe the cigar at the moment. You know, I hope it continues like this all the way through, because for now it's doing really, really well. The youth of the cigar is starting to show on the burn line. You know, it's not too even, but you know, never mind about that. The flavors are amazing. We are well and truly into the second third of the Montecristo Linea 1935 in Leyenda, and you know, the second third has brought about a whole different evolution altogether. You're getting some sweetness now, akin to very light honey. Yeah, very, very runny, very light honey. Very creamy, really, really creamy indeed. Almost cereal-like, you know, in flavor profile. It's got a bit of hay in it. And the backbone of the cigar right now is its earth and leather. You know, it is a beautiful combination, I must say. It balances each other really, really well. And I don't know if it's just this particular cigar that I picked out or the entire line tastes like this, because this is my first time having this cigar and my mind's getting blown. I don't know if I sound a little subdued in today's review. It's because, you know, I'm torn between doing the review and just enjoying the cigar. No one's paying me to say this. I bought the cigar on my own, and it's a pretty hefty purchase right there, but money well spent, I would say. The burn is still rather uneven, but it's still smoking perfectly fine. The sour cherry note has sort of died off. It's still somewhere there. It comes intermittently, but it has somewhat died off. But who cares? You're getting a whole load of cream on the palate. There's also a very nice dark chocolate finish that's carried through from the first third all the way into the second third as well. Alright, so we are well into, I would say, the final third of the cigar itself. The day has gone a little cloudy. It's gonna rain out there, you know. It started all sunshine and stuff like that, but you know what? The cigar's not gone cloudy at all. Evolution of flavor, we're talking about. That chocolate kicked in, but with a slightly surprising kick actually. A very minty chocolate, you know, almost like mint thins, yeah, like that, you know. And I guess that's down to the youth of the cigar, but you know, it's still a very enjoyable flavor note, you know. It sort of kicks the palate awake once again. My only complaint about the cigar, I would say, is its size, because too much of a good thing can be a bad thing actually, and after a while you're getting great consistent flavors, but it's a lot of rich flavors right there. So you know, this is a very full-bodied cigar. It is quite strong as well. I wouldn't recommend this on an empty stomach, but flavors are on 100 so far. So now the youth of the cigar is actually starting to show. You're getting the intense sort of spice on the palate. I must say, not my favorite flavor profile of this cigar so far. It's very intense, it's very hot. It is just down to the youth of the cigar. So definitely the cigar, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I knew going into this, the cigar was a relatively young cigar, it's a youthful cigar. So this is gonna need some age to obviously settle down. But you know, first third, second third, and even the first bit of the final third were just lovely altogether, you know. I'm going to stop the cigar around here right about now, and my conclusion on the Montecristo Linea 1935 in Leyenda is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I would put this in my top 5 cigars actually. Such creaminess, such complex flavors, such intense flavors. Very, very rich cigar right there. And I must say, for 150 ringgit, which is how much I spent on this cigar, it really does justify the cost of it. Get some with age, of course. It is a great release from Montecristo. My favorite Montecristo regular production cigar is actually the Monte Edmundo. It is a brilliant smoke, that one, but this one is just ramped up times 100 right there. So you're getting almost the edition limitada sort of flavors, but you're also getting consistency from the regular production. You know, the smoke, the burn, everything is just beautiful on that. Yeah, it's just down to the youth actually at the end of the day. Some people have had mixed reviews on the 80th Aniversario, which is what this Vitola is based off, and some even said, I saw some in the forum say that this is a repackage of the extra tobacco that's lying around from the 80th Aniversario. Not at all. It is a very, very different experience altogether. Even the wrapper is different. So if you're picking a single stick from a box of 20, they come in box of 20s actually, go for the slightly darker cigars, go for the ones with slightly reddish hue to the wrapper, and you will be good to go right there. That's all from me, Jay Walia, on this installment of Pura Vida. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, happy smoking and bye-bye.
Life's love letters, it gets no better.